Tommy G, the East Coast Crips of Los Angeles. I ain't gonna lie. Talk to me.
What do you guys see?
What the fuck?
Why is he miming shooting a gun at someone? That seems like a bad idea. The helicopter's right there.
Oh shit.
We thought you stripped your homie for all his diamonds. No reminder needed, niggas know me when I step in. Peasky came popping hot shit just like the river.
They have undercovers around here?
Man, that's why this shit good, man. I need that Broski, you hear me?
You heard me? Yeah, he from LA, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
OGs from your era, would they be baffled to see
Yes, they're killing each other.
When it comes to gang culture, there's perhaps no place in the country like California. I mean, Cali is like the NFL of gangs, and we're talking about neighborhoods that can have people who are second or third generation members. That's how deep this goes. I want you to imagine how your life might be different if you grew up in a place where your dad, your uncles, your grandpa ran the streets in a gang. And today, we dive into one of the most legendary gangs of all time, the Crips. And more specifically, we'll be on the block.
Why does this guy have a New Balance chain, bro? See, this is what I mean. Thugs be doing anything for no reason, bro. Why the fuck you got a New Balance chain, gang?
The East Coast
What
Crips,
the heck?
yes, in California. Now, some of you may be under the impression that all Crips are unified under one umbrella, and maybe they are in prison, and maybe they were back in the day. But today, in the streets, things have become much more fractionated, where you have many different sets. You can have the Rolling Crips, the Hoover Crips, the Gangster Crips, the East Coast Crips, and more. And it's also totally possible that a Crip set can beef with another Crip set. So guys, we dive into this and much, much more as we hit the streets of South Central Los Angeles.
Ooh. South Central LA. Today was a good day. And that's a W song, if y'all know that shit.
Alright folks, we are in South Central Los Angeles. We are looking into the Crips. Now there are many types of Crips. We're going to learn more about that. I'm not quite educated myself. This is one of the oldest gangs in America. This is another case where I booked the Airbnb, not the best spot. So we're very close to where we're shooting today. I think there's just something innately fascinating by the gangster lifestyle, and California is the big leagues when it comes to gangsters. A lot of these places, if you are simply born in a particular spot, there is a high probability that you as a young man will be sucked into a gang. It's not like an election where you get to choose between the Packers, the Bears, the Detroit Lions. From what I understand, you're born in the neighborhood, that's what you are. So without further ado, let's tap in Los Angeles with the East Coast Crips.
Talk to me.
Flying right over our location because they've been circling there for a little bit.
What the fuck?
You guys got the helicopter out? Question mark. Dude, the helicopter's right there. Oh my god, Los Angeles is a Grand Theft Auto server, dude. I'm just saying.
Now I ain't gonna lie though, LA does look
Right
like.
there.
I like the way LA looks, bro. I can't lie.
Oh my god.
I like the way LA looks, bro. Like the palm trees, like it looks iconic, and I think it's because of GTA, bro. What the fuck? Already? What the fuck?
Okay, I see you. Good to meet you, I'm Tommy. How you doing, brother? This is Jet Beezy. He's a gangster rapper with the East Coast Crips that sounds like this.
Bro, this is the most LA shit ever, bro. She sound like Blueface.
What is going on over here?
All type of shit. This trenches, life of the trenches, you feel me?
Do you know the origin story of the Crips?
Kind of, yes. Okay, I grew up in Los Angeles, and during the time of my growing up, there were other gangs. There were territorial gangs called the Slossons, the Gladiators, the Businessmen, the Del Vikings, and they were territorials, like for different schools. If you went into their territory, you would either get into a fight, they were fighting, there was no shooting. When 1965 came around, the Watts riots, and then the Black Power culture became relevant. So those gangs came together, and some of them became Black Panthers, okay, for the community.
It's the trenches, man. This is how it is. They hate it.
So can you give any insight to what is going on over our head right now?
Yeah. Trench life. That's all I can say. Trench life.
Bro, this man is chatting.
Experiences that happened today that I want to talk to you guys about, okay? I grew up in the suburbs. I don't have a lot of idea of what it's like to grow up here, but 3 things happened to me today that made me think maybe I have a small idea, okay? Ops posted my address. I got threats to my house for firebombing, and I have to consider whether I bail a friend out of jail. Is that a small taste of what it's like every day around here?
Ain't no out posting my address.
Hell no.
Nigga know come with that.
So would you say ops generally know where each other live, or is it a big mystery?
Shit, nigga, guys, it's a puzzle. Nigga putting this shit together on hood. Niggas know on hood.
Is there a raid? What's going on?
On hood.
So we don't know what they're doing. Okay. So guy with the gun, helicopter, let's get an eye on this guy and see what's going on. And that's a beanbag gun? Oh, it's a 40. So it's like a riot gun almost. Crowd control. You guys are blocked from going
Crowd
back to your
control.
houses right now?
He's very nice. You say that. Hey, can I rub your going right under this though. They said we got.
Wait, did he ask? Did he ask? Can I rub your head?
Why is that? We don't know.
It's like, once again,
They don't bullshit, bro.
Is there ever a situation that you think the community and police could come together better?
No, they don't protect our serve.
Union and the police, yeah, they don't protect their serve. I mean, at a certain point, where you know, shit get turned.
I'm gonna pull out a top, bro. My phone died. Tell me.
What?
Donald Trump is now in office. Are you guys a fan of what he's doing? Not a fan?
I don't really care too much about no Donald Trump.
Do you care about the Epstein list?
What you mean?
Holy shit.
You
It
don't
just
know
occurred to me
shit.
that these guys may not know what Epstein Island is, which to me is almost inconceivable. It's like not being aware who the president is or not knowing that there's 12 months in a year. But to me, I feel like this highlights a phenomenon where it's almost like the hood exists in a sealed off pocket of the world where
Yes,
some
bro.
information
That's
just
how
doesn't
it
seem
be
to
though. I ain't
flow
gonna
in.
lie.
So as someone who is passionate about exposing
Like that ass, bro. If you go to the hood, bro, if you go to the trenches, bro, and you ask people, that like really only stay in the trenches, bro, they don't know shit that happens in a real, in like outside, bro. That's how it
Epstein
be.
list, and we'll be investigating this story later in Washington, D.C. I felt it was my patriotic duty to give my fellow American brethren the very basics on Epstein. The pedophile island?
I feel like all the people should die.
Yeah, everybody that's doing weird shit like that should die.
Come on, hey,
You talk about people in the alley and f***ing kids. There's people on the island fucking kids.
You ever heard of the Epstein list?
I heard some shit like that. I know it's nothing about no kids. I heard about Diddy though. Diddy.
Yeah, we all know Diddy. Okay, recording a little music video. I ain't gonna lie.
Trying to be as honest as possible. Who is the strongest prison gang in California?
Neighbors on hood.
Who's neighbors?
Neighbors, the neighbors. All of us on hood. Neighbors.
Is that like all
What?
Crips United?
All the Crips, yeah. The Rolands, the East Coasters.
So in prison you guys do unite, right?
Yeah, hell yeah.
Okay, but what about the Serenos? They're
Bro,
pretty
this is what I'm
tough.
telling y'all, bro. Why the fuck he got a New Balance chain on, bro? You know he's never got $1 from New Balance ever in his career. He just got that shit. I'm telling you, bro. Mans in the trenches just do shit for fun, bro. Why the fuck you got a New Balance chain?
Right, you know, they good people.
What about the Aryan Brotherhood?
They cool. They do tattoos and shit sometimes, so we be in there with them.
Can each of you, one at a time, walk me through some of your tattoos you got? Okay, so EC, that's East Coast.
The BK,
Slime me, can you just get this?
What the
Like
fuck is
Tony
that?
Tiger earned his
I
stripes
got my
over you.
BK too on the dead homies. East side.
That's
Hey, he
East
trying to
side?
flex and shit. Ain't nothing there.
On hood, slime. On hood, little killer.
Oh.
On hood. With the finger though.
You know, like someone's like, everyone already know what the fuck I'm talking about.
but-
What if like maybe there's someone out there that doesn't?
You gotta go through struggle to get
When you
where
do
you wanna
that-
be.
On the hood, like what?
You gotta feel what struggle is.
You gotta go through the motions. On the hood, we all
Before
go
you
through
get
the
your
motions.
first
That's
million,
what
you
we
feel
first.
It's ups and downs,
Yeah,
bro.
you
gotta take a loss. If you don't take a loss, you ain't the right person.
You don't take a loss.
You gotta take a loss. Anybody in this world, not even you. You done took losses yourself.
A lot of them.
You gotta bump your head a couple times.
I actually agree with that, though. I can't
If you don't
lie.
bump your head, you just gonna think
If you haven't took losses, you can't be your boss, bro. I agree with that. I agree with
But
that.
once you start bumping your head,
That's how you level up.
Doing shit way more and doing certain. Yeah, once you don't, if you don't got if a nigga don't got no mistakes, then what can we learn from?
I agree
Why
with
do you
that,
guys
bro.
call yourself East Coast?
We're on the east side of South Central though.
So if you go on the other side of that freeway, you're on the west side now.
So what neighborhood are we in right now?
Now we in the East Coast, East Coast Crips. We in the 6-6s right now. Yeah, man.
But this hood right here, from Florence all the way to Swanson, is all called the six pack. It's all one hood.
Well,
The
who do you
six-pack?
guys think is the most successful?
I ain't gonna lie. I can't live there, bro. That shit costs 6-pack. I ain't even got one.
in America?
Hey!
Money per capita, which race in America makes the most money, you think?
I ain't gonna lie. The hood, you can say Mexicans as far as what they got going, you know, with the borders and shit.
trying to build everything.
I mean, I don't know.
They
White people, I was about to say, yeah, I was about to say, the richest people is the white people.
Like,
I tell you who makes the most in America? I don't know if it's first or second, but Chinese Americans and Indian Americans, they make more than white, black, Mexican. Why do you think Indian Americans make some of the most in the country?
They hustlers, nigga. They come from nothing but dirt and mud. What you think you gonna do? I said,
Isn't it because the way we're at?
Are you Indian? All 7-Elevens, all stores, gas stations, and all the shit. Come on now.
Okay, we're on to something.
The family. That shit ain't no just handed down to no weirdo. That shit going right to their cousin, their nephews, their nieces, their homies. Well,
all right, let me ask you this. There's been a lot of wild stuff happening in Los Angeles recently. The riots, ICE, all that.
Shit.
What's your take on it?
shit, fuck ICE. They better leave the Mexicans alone. We fuck with our Mexicans, man. I ain't gonna lie.
Right there.
So do you disagree with ICE rounding up?
Hell yeah, we disagree with that shit. We fuck with our Mexicans, bro.
Yeah, man, we fuck with the Mexicans, bro. I fuck with my Mexican homies, bro. On a dead homies. On hood. I'm sorry, Chop. I'm just trying to fit in, bro. I'm sorry. I shouldn't have said that. I don't have any dead homies.
Last few months, the riots, the protests, ICE.
I've been in jail.
You were in jail?
That's built up.
Okay. How you feeling?
Still alright. Good cool in.
How long ago did you get out?
A week. Well, 2 days ago.
What was jail like?
Shit, it's regular, you know. If you go in there, you know, if it's your first time, you gonna feel funny. But for me, it was like normal.
You've been there before?
Yeah.
Roughly, have you had to guess how many times?
2 times.
Okay. So, I see you with a black
He a little slow.
Mexican guy. Who do you hang out with in jail?
I can't stand other Mexicans. Why?
Shit,
Why?
Shit, that's what I got to run.
I ain't gonna lie though, this is the most foo-foo haircut I've ever seen in my career though. What the fuck is this, bro? I know this is regular, like in the South when it comes to like Latinos and like Mexicans specifically, but that shit is so ass, bro. Like, what the fuck is that, bro? You look like a fucking peacock.
And is that because you grew up here?
Shit, yeah.
Okay. What percent of young men that grew up in this area become East Coast Crips?
Shit, everybody shit. A lot of us
become East Coast Crips.
I don't think you knew what percent meant, gang. Look at him.
What percent of young men that grew up in this area become East Coast Crips?
I had to say that shit twice. Percent.
Shit, everybody shit. It's a lot of us that grew up over here. Like, we all cousins and we all family.
But like, are there people that grow up here that don't choose East Coast?
What a junior chicken? What the fuck? I ain't gonna lie. Nah, chill. I can't be eating that shit. I'm gonna make myself a sandwich off stream though. I ain't gonna lie.
Crips?
Yeah, I know people who live in different, like, you know, hoods, but we grew up with them. Like me, that's the type of nigga I am. If I grew up with a nigga, I'm not gonna, like, you know, do nothing to him. Like, I'm gonna let him know, like, hey, what's up? Like, you know, like, you slipping, but like, if I know him and I grew up with him.
Let me take that motherfucker.
One thing I want to clarify that I'm just learning more of is anytime someone's Crip, they're all together. But I've noticed there's gangster Crips, there's Hoover Crips, there's East Coast Crips, there's roller Crips. What does the breakdown of politics look like?
We just don't get along with some of them. It didn't start off as beef. It wasn't, the gangs didn't start off to be as a gang for real. It was like, Crip is community revolution in progress. It really wasn't no gang. It was really just supposed to be what I was.
Very touched.
Some of you may be shocked that Cripsets are beefing with each other. After all, aren't they on the same team as one of the top unofficial...
Ooh, they packed the mayo in there, child. Like that, chat. If you're junior chicken, make chicken for my fucking American viewers. Don't got hella, isn't sauced up with the mayo. Don't give that shit to me. That motherfucker dry.
Street anthropologists in the country. Here's my hypothesis of 3 key reasons why this is happening. First, back in the day, many gangs had a much stronger centralized leadership and therefore more controls over the actions of their members. However, many leaders of top gangs around the country were either murdered, like Crip leader Raymond Washington, or given life in prison, like gangster disciple Kingpin Larry Hoover. Taking out leaders has led to a power vacuum that has led to infighting and chaos. Next, fatherlessness. Some estimates place the number of black kids growing up without a dad in America at 65 to 75%. This is a catastrophic statistic that cannot be overlooked. Finally, we are in the era where rap is dominated by murder music. Some go as far to say that it is a CIA psyop coordinated by the record executives.
People who own the labels own the prisons. The records that come out are really geared to push people towards that prison industry. You know, not saying that the CIA is sitting there writing rhymes, but they may have a deal with the labels.
So while that remains to be seen, we have
the
certainly
fuck?
experienced...
That's actually crazy. That sounds like that would be true, though. I feel like...
I was on the jail phone with my friend Super Throw Dave recently, and I think he said it best. He said, back in my day, kids idolized hustlers like Young Jeezy and wanted to make money. Now kids idolize rappers like King Von and want to catch a body. I'm interested in hearing your thoughts in the comments, supporting or critiquing my theory. Tell me what you think. What is happening now in today's era where Crips are fighting other Crips?
I don't know. To be honest with you, I don't know. I'm gonna be very blunt with you, man. You know, there's not a lot I can do about this. There's not a lot
YWMLE, you right.
And I don't know who can. They can. Those kids that you brought today, I listened to them, you and I talked about it. Education seems to be something that they don't want. They don't want to read. They want to look at YouTube, Twitter, and that's how they're getting educated. Inglewood Crip kills East Side Crip.
I ain't gonna lie, Twitter got that shit though. Chat, Twitter has taught me, Twitter and TikTok, genuinely, I think have taught me more than high school, bro. I swear to God. I don't remember shit from high school, bro, except the little horse. I swear.
Then they're beefing, but they're all Crips.
Yeah, take 8
I don't
years
understand
crazy.
it. I don't. I really don't. I can't speak on it.
So tell me a little bit of history out here. Like how have you grown up here all your life?
Nah, I ain't grown up here all my life. When my brother died, that's when I got put on. I'm gonna do this shit for cuz. We gonna turn it up for cuz. I'm gonna really, yeah.
So that was a big changing factor in your life.
I wouldn't even say that.
give you extra
I
before.
been through shit before that on game.
What I notice is people that see stuff from a really young age, they see violence, they see really traumatic experiences, it desensitizes them. It kind of makes them a little colder to the world.
Yeah, I feel it.
Would you say you're optimistic about the future of the world?
I feel it day by day.
Yeah. So how far do you map out something? Like, do you think about what you're doing next month at all?
Yeah, like probably like if I got something to do next month, but like I got like, you know, every day wake up, get your money, cuz everything else with this game bang shit gonna come. Really, your time gonna come to really, yeah. But what I say to everybody is get your money before everything. Cause when you down in that cell, boy, ain't nobody gonna have you but your mama.
Have you done any serious time?
As a juvenile.
How is juvenile jail different than adult? Like, is there different stuff? Like, you do school, are you doing courses?
It's like juvenile, I don't know, that was turning
What the fuck? That's how it looks at
Do you feel
juvenile.
like the young
What the
guys now
fuck?
are way crazier than back in the day?
Once again, from what I heard, for surely.
Why is this happening?
Yes, bro. You got 5-year-old rappers, bro. Dead ass. What's that one guy's name? He's like a 10-year-old rapper, bro. Like, what the hell is that?
Happening to our young guys and making them so
Yeah,
crazy.
out here walking around with buddies, nigga. Ain't no 380s around this bitch. They don't. Generations, every generation change. Every single generation is gonna change a little bit.
What's going on right now that they're so reckless for?
There's a lot of YNs don't got shit to live for, nigga. This shit for theirs. Nigga on hood, niggas live for this. Niggas live for this life, this gangbang shit.
OGs from your era would they be baffled to see?
Yes. They'd be baffled on the fact that they're killing each other. They're doing drive-bys. The OGs from my day, it was like back in the 50s, you know, they said, okay, we're gonna squabble, we're gonna rumble, and we're gonna beat the crap out of each other and go home. Back in the 60s. Back in the 60s, in the late 50s.
Damn,
I'm cognitive of what was going on. They fought, but there was no killing.
We have an exclusive freestyle, baby. Tim Westwood TV.
Oh shit. This shit finna be ass, guaranteed.
Look, check it out. We gonna make it quick. Hey, mama, I'm sorry, I ain't going to be a doctor, but they killed Bugsy. That shit ain't sit right on my conscience. This lifestyle ugly, I'm wasted. East side Spanish, let a fuck nigga touch me. I'm doing dirty like some laundry. Free C folk, the Philip Boski, to my friend. Long live blue, the country's thirsty for the final. I blame the government for the shit they wasn't supplying, so it's fuck that we thuggy strip your homie for all his diamonds. No reminder needed, niggas know me when I step in. Peasky came popping hot shit just like the Reverend. Nigga heard I fuck this main bitch and now he stressing. Just keep all the aggression to yourself when we get extra. Grand, so hood.
I ain't gonna lie, that shit was ass. That shit was ass.
Hey, yo, kids, nigga.
Why is he miming shooting a gun at someone? That seems like a bad idea. Hold on, I gotta ask you a question. Did you just mime popping him? Why would you do such a thing? Is that not risky behavior?
Nah, this one didn't block.
No, please. What if you did a drive-by and I was here, you were here, and we both got hit?
You safe. Just know, you and me, you safe.
But we were safe until you went boop, 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 boop.
We safe at all times.
Oh, stop it, bro. Don't say that and some shit gonna happen. I ain't gonna lie, I never heard of that. Chili and cheese on chips?
Why do you think that helicopter
Dude, that
is
shit
still
must
circling?
check.
That's a lot of resources. To keep that bird in the sky is a lot of taxpayer money.
Hell yeah.
Would you ever do this in a police copter?
LAPDK.
Can I say something that you might find wild at first? Okay, I bet if you sat down, let's just say in another state, you and a cop sat at a bar and shared a beer, I bet you guys would probably, you could have a good time.
Never happened.
Not with one of them in the entire world.
Never. Maybe a female cop though for sure. Ah, fuck her. The shit out of a female cop.
Miss Officer.
Man, that's why this shit good, man. I need that glow ski, you hear me? I need to get glow. Only my brother though, like I said.
So what? Walk me through what this means.
Yeah, all the YC, that's my brother that passed away. Custom right here. HK, BK, nigga know what this shit mean. Like, for the people that's watching it, they should know. But for the people that want to know, that speaks for itself.
JetBeezy maintains that PTV is a self-explanatory acronym, but to this day, I'm still unaware of what this means. So if there are any linguistic experts watching it,
child, what do that
please let us
mean?
know in the comments what it means.
HK, BK.
That's not something I should be saying, right?
Say it.
No. Go ahead. Hello. That's how it goes.
What do that mean?
Otherwise,
HK? Am I
here's some free
tripping?
game if you're going to a hood and talking to a gang member. Be very aware of using K in the wrong circumstance. K means killer, and you might see it in things like EBK, everybody killer, or as you see it on this wall here, BK or HK, which I'm guessing is presumably blood killer or Hoover killer. It is not a friendly thing and can get you in danger. I almost learned the hard way when I was with the Hoover Crips and I made a bad KKK joke that I thought they would find funny. Have you ever tried joining the KKK?
Hell no.
What about...
Hey.
Whoa.
What'd he say?
Did I say something that was wrong?
Yes.
What did I say? I said KKK.
Don't say no.
I said K.
No, you didn't.
So be
What the
very
fuck?
careful on how you use K in your speech when you are in the hood. Let me ask you a serious question, okay? If some of these guys came and said, look, we're done with this fighting. We actually think we could be buddies. No, we can make a gigantic group that takes over.
Hell no. No. He back doing. Not possible. Not having it. They know equal, see no equal, not no equal. No? Yeah. It's self-explanatory really though.
Man, that's an ass tat, I ain't gonna lie. Yo, I'm gonna get myself in too much trouble if I say shit around the wrong people, bro.
We were just chopping it up in the East Coast Crip territory. Any final thoughts, fellas?
Man, forever keep that shit lit. Forever keep that shit lit. Straight PTV shit to the death though.
We're gonna go slide, so I gotta turn the camera off. Ladies and gentlemen, JetBeezy just dropped a music video today. I linked it in the description. Please go over there, show them some love. As you know, a lot of these guys are relying on rap to make it out, and I think art is a great way to express yourself. So comment Big Dog's Gotta Eat, blow his music video up. I appreciate you guys. I'll see you next week.
W video, bro. Hold on, looking for connections to ex-healthcare employees. Ooh, I like that. Ex-Georgia prison employee health insurance whistleblowers. Ooh, I like that right there. That sounds like sauce. That sounds like sauce, chat. I'm not gonna lie.